Welcome, beloved soul. My name is Pandora, and I read tarot intuitively. This is a timeless reading, so it may resonate whenever you watch it. Not every message will be for everyone. Use your own discernment. Tarot is meant to empower and guide, never to replace your free will. If this reading resonates, I invite you to stay present and open. It is not by mistake you've landed at my channel. I like to think it is divine providence. I am a solitary Wiccan witch and earth mystic. Welcome to my circle, a place where magic breathes, candles whisper, and shadows dance with light. Here, I honor the old ways, weave my own spells, and share the sacred rhythm of a solitary witch's heart. My tarot readings are a little different. I don't just pull cards, I tell stories. The cards come together like a parable, revealing life events, lessons, and turning points through symbolism and narrative. If you're drawn to messages that unfold like a story, you are in the right place. So, let's get started. So, let's take a look to hear what these cards have to say just to you. Let's see. Let's pick one from up here. Card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 3. Card number 4. Let's get this one way under here. Card number 5. 2 more cards. Card number 6. And our final card, hidden underneath here somewhere. Card number 7. All right, let's put these up and give them a rest. And let's see what cards we have for you today. The first card, woo, we have a big power card, the King of Kings, the number 4 Emperor, Major Arcana card. We have another power card. This is a King of Swords, King of the Air, which is the mental realm. Oh, we have a Queen, Queen of Fire. She is Queen of Desire. Oh, another Major Arcana card we have. The 10, Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Cups. Five of Wands, a little bit of conflict going on. And we have another Major Arcana card, the 8, which is Strength. So let's take a look at what kind of cards we have going on. We have 3 Major Arcana cards. These are 3 spiritual cards, the Emperor, Strength, and the Wheel. We have 2 Wands, 1 Cup, and 1 Sword. What we are missing, we don't have Earth, Air, Fire, Water. We don't have the Earth card. We have Air, Fire, and Water, but we don't have any Earth cards. So what this is talking about is that we're going to talk about your mental realm, your emotional realm, your desire and career realm, and then your spiritual realm, but we won't be talking anything about your material realm. So let us see what these cards have to say about you, since you will be the star of the show. Okay, here is what we have. We still have the 2 wands, we have swords, cups, and then we have the 3 major arcana cards. We have the Emperor, the Strength, and the Wheel. And we have the 2 wands, the Queen and the 5 of Wands. And we have the King of Swords and the 3 of Cups. This all begins with the 3 of Cups. And this all begins with you, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very compassionate, but impulsive individual. And the Queen of Wands has a husband that just absolutely loves her to death. They have a great relationship. They're in some cases a little bit different than one another, but just enough to have a successful marriage that is very passionate and that is very considerate of one another. The King of Swords is very take charge of his environment, and he takes care of the family, and he also makes the rules and is very leadership in most of the aspects of taking charge of the major family. The Queen of Wands is somebody who develops the home front and creates a very nice home for everybody that's in the household. The 3 of Cups is about celebrating a new member of the family. What has happened is the Emperor, when I talk about an emperor in my definitions, is the Emperor is the next king. The Emperor is King of Kings, but he is the next king above the king of the house, which means that he is the father of the son-in-law. So he is the father of the son-in-law. And these are we have the King of Kings and we have the king of the household of where he might be coming in. The daughter the daughter being you, has asked the father to come and stay with her and her husband while he's in recovery from a medical condition. It's a temporary condition, and so it's just a temporary stay with the daughter and the son-in-law. This has caused a conflict, a major conflict between you and your husband. And it's also starting to cause a conflict between you, your husband, and your father. And so just to begin with, this is just the beginning of an initial coming together, that this 5 of Wands has caused a big rift between all 3 people. Now the father is feeling uncomfortable about moving in with the daughter. The daughter is insisting, you being the daughter, is insisting he come to stay. The son-in-law is saying, you know what? If he comes, I leave. And the husband is indicating that one of the major issues that he's having is not as much as the father coming to live temporarily with them, is that you did not confer or talk about making that decision first, when they all know that the husband makes most of the decisions in the family regarding ideas and the support of the family. And so you still don't understand in your argument with the husband and the father what the problem is, because this is just a temporary situation, and that the daughter can give the care, the right side of care, to the father. Well, what's going on now is that there's a power struggle between the father, the daughter, and the son-in-law. And that power struggle can be compensated by compassion. If all three turned around and had compassion instead of the power tripping that might be going on right now, is that a change in the cycle of things can happen. The change in the cycle of this cycle of she is wanting dad to move in. The husband is saying that you didn't ask me first, and she's saying I didn't need your permission because this is my dad. And so there's all of this going on, and this is just a cycle. So this is just a cycle. What is it to be? Can the daughter go and move in with the dad and take care of the dad? But then the household of the family would be uprooted. The father needs care on a regular basis for a temporary period of time. The most logical solution, according to you, was to have the father come in and move in temporarily. You know that the father and the son-in-law get along together relatively well. They're both take charge kind of individuals that have leadership capabilities. They normally get along with one another. And so you had no idea that there would be such a rift between yourself and your husband for asking your father to come in. And all you're thinking is to have compassion. That's what's been your strength in the relationship. Your strength in the relationship with your husband has been that you've had strength to deal with the family situations. And you've had compassion, and you've developed passion for your family, and your father is included in that family. And so there is a cycle that's ending here that we need to understand what's going to be going on and what's going to happen. What are you going to go live with your father temporarily while taking care of him? Is the husband going to be accepting the father-in-law into the family on a temporary basis? Or is the father going to go and live in is the husband going to go live in the father-in-law's house? That way, that still does not take care of the initial problem, which is the queen did not consult the king with a decision she made before making it. So what are we to do in a situation like this? Let's take a look at what the cards will say. We have the first card saying, should you go and live with your dad? The card says, merge with the light. Merge with the divine light to experience unity and spiritual elevation. This connection brings clarity and guides you toward your true self. Spiritual unity, oneness with light, and divine illumination. So this is saying merge with the light, which is the strength that she normally has in the family. So merge with the light. Let's see what other this oracle says about. What about this card is asking her to merge with the light. What is the cards going to say about the king accepting the emperor into the home. It is saying divine contract. Your life story is woven from a divine contract. Each step you take fulfills a higher purpose. So you're both, the husband and you are both looking to be on a higher level, a higher plane level than just the everyday lifestyle. These cards are asking you to go to this level of strength where there's compassion and overlook whatever the power struggle is between this misunderstanding. Lastly, it says past life journal. Embark on the journey to your past lives. Uncover the contracts and the missions of your soul. And this would have to do with the father, is that his past life and what he's done and worked with the daughter on in her life. So that would have been his past life. He's still trying to understand what the troubles are. He gets along with everybody. It's only on a temporary basis. Let's see what the angels have to say about this situation. We already know that it's divinely inspired, so the husband and you are going to have to come to some agreement on the Five of Wands. You need to understand that the husband is not upset about the dad moving in. The husband is that you did not consult with him. You don't understand why you needed to have to consult, since you are the matriarch of the family and he is family. So let's take a look at what the situation can be. The situation is asking for higher thought. Once again, this is something that is beyond the family situation. This is, everybody needs to take the high road, the higher road. Let's see what one of the other cards says about what kind of journey can we expect. What's going to happen in this situation? This card is going to say the queen, the king, and the emperor. What do we need to know? We need to know, own your power. Every storm brings fresh new beginnings. So the most practical way that you have the son-in-law, and you have yourself, and you have the father-in-law. So you have husband, father-in-law, and yourself, and we're all needing to live in a divine step up to the divine plate. So the king and queen here, you and your husband, need to get on the same page that this is a temporary situation. You need to, as queen, understand that the king is not upset with the decision that you made. He's upset that you didn't make the decision with him. And once you get that understanding, you can go to higher thought processes, but mostly you will go and have gain your strength. For the both of you, the king and the queen, will gain the strength of compassion for the good of all. So there will be sacrifices for the good of all, for the emperor, for you, and for your husband. And this compassion is what the strength card, the number 8, is all about. So number 8 is the answer to this dilemma, is that the king and queen stay in their home and allow to have the emperor come in and be taken care of by the entire family, and let this cycle of power struggle be ending. Because now the queen knows that that you need to understand what the true situation is. It's your own power and fresh new beginning. So that's what needs to happen in this situation. So guess what? That's what this card reading is all about. It's called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Hi, thank you for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed reading for you and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If so, would you please press the like button, the subscribe button, and that little bell icon so you never miss a little reading from me? Because one thing's for sure, I don't want to miss you. So go ahead, press those buttons, and thank you for stopping at my channel.